Andy, what inspired you to start ACT?
Well, it sort of dawned on me going back 3 years ago in 2010. I was recruiting with a company that I was with, and I was looking for leaders and managers and was struggling to find them, but simultaneously we did a charity climb with 15 ex-Welsh captains to Kilimanjaro, and then being in that environment again around those kind of people, it sort of dawned on me what a natural resource they were for business, and that they weren't being utilised to maximum effect. And then when I returned home, I researched the topic a bit further, and the same was prevalent in every sport, that guys were tending to just fall off a cliff really in terms of their careers, and not utilising the transferable skills that they'd gained during their sporting career. So we, together with my brother, we put together a pathway that would help athletes retire, would help athletes prepare through the back end of their career to make a seamless transition into the business world.
Steve, what exactly is the structure of the pathway?
The athletes, once they've been profiled and matched with a business partner, will then go into a very structured work placement programme. And structure really is the key word and one of the crucial aspects of the work placement. Every athlete will have a very structured lifestyle in terms of their own training and their own particular sport. They're very, very prescribed in terms of what they've got to do, where they've got to be, all the training attributes that they need to put into every single day that they're working. And we try to replicate that to some degree in the work placement programme as well, and give them a structure that they can work towards. They have targets to hit, they'll have projects to work on, and every single day that they go into the work placement, they will know exactly where they're going to be, who they're going to be working with, why they're working in that particular environment, and the targets that they've got to hit in every single work placement day that they walk into.
Steve, how does the work placement actually work?
Well, every athlete's going to have their own individual training program that we have to work around. The athlete still has to remain focused on their particular sport, and most of the guys that we work with are either going into competitions or playing important games or involved in some sort of competitive edge atmosphere every day of their training and competitive life. So we try and tailor our work placement around that, recognising when they have downtime, when they have days that they can afford to give us and our business partners and dedicate some time to developing themselves in that work placement environment.
Steve, why did you become involved with ACT?
I think ACT Pathways is very important. There are so many athletes that are going through their sport, putting a lot of commitment in, and some of their careers end early. Some of their careers sort of go on like mine did to they were quite old, but it's more to the point of what you do once it's all over. There's only a handful of sports, a very small hand, that they're able to earn enough money to be able to be financially secure at the end of it. So there has to be a drive, there has to be something to go into, you have to be involved in earning some money of some sort, and using the passions through sport and the skills that you've learned through sport, so transferring that through to business. So it's all about the pathway through.
Hugh, why did you turn to ACT to help assist with your transition?
As I'm learning through how business works, it's very much people by people, and I was very confident with the ACT pathway because I know the people there. I know Steve and Andy very well. And I felt because of that purpose I could put a lot of confidence into them. They helped me recognise some transferable skills that I could take into other avenues, and it gave us the ability, knowing them, that I could be very open with them. At the time, as you can imagine, that having to retire due to injury, played my last game at 28, there was some difficult factors I had to facilitate for, and knowing that someone like Andy had gone for something very similar, it was easy there to relate to, and he kind of understood my psyche at that time. So looking back now, I could appreciate that there was certain ways that they went about it, and it was more not just what we're going to do next, but really appreciating getting over that initial hurdle of retirement.